NBA sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
For first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
For Northwestern's Justin Jackson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete.
Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
7-yard line.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
42-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He completes this one to Mack. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, on, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing is Allen on third. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Broncos first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run with Connor. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
6. First down, Broncos.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
To Marquise Goodwin.
Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Broncos 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
49-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Hurts going to keep this himself. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
7-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Broncos 28, Panthers.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Allen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
3rd down.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Mack. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
6-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. To the air, Allen. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they blitz coming, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
38.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Stiff-armed him. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. Mack gets hit, and the ball is free. It's picked up by the Broncos. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
29 is Mike 29. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 29 is Mike 29. I smell fear in him.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Broncos.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Finds his running back, James Conner.
Complete to James.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield. And
he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Carrier.
Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Broncos 45. Panthers.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Allen now on 1st down. Caught right side, Tate. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Allen. He completes this one to Mack. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run it with Mack. And he will taken across for a Panthers touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
Good.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Check, 59. And let's pin the mirrors back and Hawk 70. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The 6-yard line.
Give me that ball, defense. 60.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, Denver.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Panthers.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
5-yard line.
Allen will try again on second down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Allen's throw is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Allen again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Allen now throwing on 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll find Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Panthers.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Today's
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,